This class is for the operator training of the Elgin 4M Broom Bear Street Sweeper. Hello, my name is Kerry Alcott. Component location. We are going to start by pointing out the location of components so you'll know where to find things. Looking at the left side of the sweeper, you'll find the fuel tank and the diesel exhaust fluid tank. The left gutter broom. The left side louvers are for the air inlet for the hydraulic oil cooler. The drag shoes. And the main broom. The hopper is 4-yard in capacity. Step and handrails are for the access door. Hopper inspection door for large items you hand picked up. In the side panel door is one of the elevator height adjustment pins. The left side upper and lower elevator bearing grease fittings. These are 2 of your daily lubrication points. On the hydraulic manifold is the gutter broom speed control valve. Left gutter broom water spray shutoff valve. On the right side of the sweeper, inside the access door is a hydraulic manifold, the hydraulic tank fill and the sight glass, right side upper and lower elevator bearing grease fittings. These are 2 of the daily lubrication points. Inside the right rear compartment door is the water spray pump for the dust control. Main broom spray nozzle shutoff valve. Water filter and shutoff valve. Front bumper spray nozzle shutoff valve. And right gutter broom water spray nozzle shutoff valve. The sweeper is a high dump and can be dumped into a roll-off bin or in a dump truck. You can also dump on the ground or any height in between. The side panels can be lifted off the sweeper for better access to clean or to repair the sweeper. Anytime you work on the sweeper with the hopper in the raised position, you must put the safety props in place. This is the stowed position. The tab on the prop goes in the hole in the side channel of the lift frame. A rear view of the sweeper. At the top, the beacon light. A backup camera. Please note your side mirrors should still be used when backing up. The backup alarm. And the rear broom cover. View of the rear compartment with the rear doors open. On the left side is the hydraulic oil cooler, the storage tray for tools like brooms and shovels, hydraulic oil filter, twin cooling fans for the hydraulic oil, the rear electrical box, a toolbox for small tools, a grease gun, and your hydrant wrench. The right side panel access door. Inside the door you'll find the hydraulic tank fill, the elevator washout ball valve, and the other elevator height adjustment pin. The hydraulic oil sight glass. Do not turn the PTO on if the oil level is below the sight glass. There is a lubrication chart inside the right rear compartment door. The chart is divided into sections. As a rental, you'll be responsible for the daily service. To find the item on the sweeper, the number next to the item, find the same number in the circle in the pictorial view. Example, I have circled the number 1 on the daily items list and the number 1 pointing to under the hood on the chassis. Another example, number 7 for the main broom bearing grease. Let's go over this list. Check engine oil level. Check hydraulic oil level. Check the radiator coolant level. Check the tire inflation. Check the backup alarm. Check windshield washer fluid level. Grease the main broom bearing. Grease the lower elevator bearings. And grease the upper elevator bearings. Check all broom contact patterns. Adjust as required. Clean water spray filter and inspect spray nozzles. Service the chassis. This is your pre-trip inspection. Drain your air tanks and wash down the entire sweeper. Make sure you flush out the elevator. If your rental is for a long period, the flight chains of the elevator may need to be adjusted. Putting grease in these cylinders will push the upper shaft up and will take up the slack on the flight chains. There is a button grease adapter in the cab that pushes onto the bottom of the cylinder. With the grease gun, you can pump grease in to adjust the chains. The gap needs to stay between 2 and 3 inches. Water spray system, water pump, and the water filter. Water pump fill plug, cold winter storage drain, water solenoid shutoff valve, and the water filter shutoff valve. Inside the right side panel access door is the elevator washout ball valve. When connected to a hydrant and turning this handle will redirect the water to the upper elevator shaft. Grease fittings for the upper and lower elevator shaft bearings. Water tank drain. Next to the tank drain are shutoff valves. Main broom water spray shutoff valve and the front bumper water spray shutoff valve. Right side gutter broom water spray shutoff valve. It is located just above the hydrant hose. On the left side is the diesel fuel tank. Diesel exhaust fluid tank. This tank needs to be filled about every 4 tanks of diesel. It will be filled with DEF, diesel exhaust fluid. The battery box is just under the cab. Operator's compartment. This slide is of an international chassis. In a Freightliner, these switch locations may vary. Left-right steering select switch. Tilt steering wheel. Allison transmission push-button shifter, the Elgin sweeper console, and the gutter broom air regulators. Chassis dash panel. Headlight and parking light switch, dash dimmer switch, left-right steering select switch. PTO switch. This switch position will vary on chassis. 2-speed rear end switch. You must be stopped and in neutral to shift it. Operator's console. Sweep mode switch. In the center position, the sweeper will be in transport mode. This means that all the brooms, the elevator are up and off, and the water spray pump is turned off and so on. In sweep mode, switch to the left, all sweep switches that are in the on position will turn on. Pushing the orange lock button to the left and rocking the switch to the right is dump mode. The elevator will move from the hopper, the airbag suspension will exhaust, and the hopper controls will become active. Right gutter broom controls. The top switch is the gutter broom on-off. It puts the gutter broom in the out sweeping position and rotates the broom. The second switch is gutter broom tilt. It will tilt the broom down into the gutter or flatten the broom out. The main broom switch is a 3-position switch. The first position turns the main broom and the elevator on in the forward rotation. Pushing the switch all the way will reverse the elevator. This position is spring-loaded and it will return to position 2 when released. Main broom down pressure switch. There are 4 positions for more down pressure on the main broom. The main broom is self-adjusting. The rotary switch adds more down pressure. The top switch is gutter broom on-off. It puts the gutter broom in the out sweeping position and rotates the broom. Hopper joystick has 4 positions, and you can operate 2 positions at once. Raise by pulling straight back. Lower by pushing straight forward. Moving the joystick to the right will dump the hopper or roll out. Moving the joystick to the left will return the hopper or roll in. Hopper side shift. Switch has 3 positions. When the hopper is fully raised, this switch pushed forward will extend the hopper out 18 inches. Pushing the bottom of the switch will retract the hopper. Water pump switch turns the water pump on. Work lights and beacon switch. Water level gauge for how much water is in the dust control water tanks. The LCD will display information. LED icon display. LED icons will light for what circuit is active and warnings. Icon identification. The most common icons that will light are sweep mode, transport mode, dump mode, elevator down, elevator stall, and hopper raise. How to operate the sweeper. How to sweep. Okay, fasten your seatbelt. With the engine running and air pressure up to 120 pounds, shift the 2-speed rear end to low. Release the parking brake. Put your foot on the brake pedal. Push D for drive on the shifter. Push the PTO switch on. The engine RPMs will raise to 950. Push the mode switch to the sweep position. Push the main broom and elevator switch 1 click forward. Push the right gutter broom switch on. Put the left gutter broom switch on if you want a wider sweeping path. Adjust the gutter broom down pressure. Turn the knob to the left for a heavy broom and right for a lighter broom. And push the water pump switch to the on position. Turn on safety beacon light. How to dump. Set the parking brake. Push the lock on the mode switch to the left and rock the switch to the right. Work the joystick and the side shift as needed. You are ready to go. There should be a quick reference card in the sweeper. You will find the necessary phone numbers on this card. If you have any questions before you leave, ask. Or call me, Kerry Alcott, 909-322-4194. Please drive safely.